back here with Hannah Long at Eureka High School, and Eureka Senior is just signed today with University of Stanford, and obviously I'm sure you've got tons and tons of recruiting letters, and every coach in the country would love to have you, I'm sure. What separated Stanford and made Stanford the decision for you?
Yeah, it was definitely a very hard decision, but after my visit, I really liked the team atmosphere and obviously the coaches there. I thought I kind of fit in well with the girls,
Sure.
and then also my goals are to run post-collegiately, and I
Sure.
felt like Coach Milt could take me there, so
Right.
that was one of the big reasons.
Right, and some other connections. Obviously, some to Missouri and St. Louis. His Coach Miltenberg's brother coached at Rockbridge for a while, and Coach Oliver is a St. Louis native who's one of his assistants, and then he's just added another female assistant to run with you who's had a year post-collegiate. So you feel comfortable that they'll get you where you need to go?
Yes, I do.
In the Northern California climate, and I'm sure just there had to be a big asset of living in North California, I assume.
Yeah, that was definitely a plus. The area there is beautiful, and
Sure.
so is the campus. So.
And obviously such a historic program on the men's and women's side. And what are you glad the process is over? Do you feel like you made the decisions, now it's over, you don't have to worry about a lot of relief after doing this today?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of relief because I put a lot of work in this college search, so
Sure.
it's nice that I finally have it done and I can now focus on my senior year. So.
What did you do specifically about whittling it down and making decisions? Did you start as a sophomore, junior? Tell me a little bit about the process and how you came to your decision.
Yeah, I kind of started junior year, just kind of researching on my own,
Sure.
trying to figure out what I wanted was like the hardest part.
Yeah.
And I kind of contacted coaches just letting them know I was interested. And then I took 3 visits this fall.
Okay.
And then after that, I kind of sat down with my family and discussed it and
Sure.
made the decision.
Now, I'm sure somebody helpful gave you that advice to reach out and talk to coaches. I'm guessing maybe not. Maybe that was your idea, your own. And anybody to credit that, to reach out on your own to let coaches know that you were committed to being a collegiate, post-collegiate runner?
Yeah, I think my parents were just a big help with that.
Sure.
They guided me a lot throughout the way, and then yeah, and my coaches too. They provided me with some advice.
Yeah. Well, I know obviously you've got Foot Locker regionals coming up, and then hopefully another trip to nationals. What has it been fun to be a part of this young Stanford team now, and to get to know some of these girls and some other potential recruits? What is going forward now? How often do you think about being there next year, or are you still focused on, okay, this decision's done, now I can relax and finish my high school career successfully?
Yeah, I would say I'm still kind of focused on my high school career. Every now and then I kind of think about things at Stanford, but I'm definitely excited to be a part of their team next year because they have a very young group that I feel like is going to do some great things in the future.
Yeah. What were when you were whittling it down, what were the top 2, 3, 4 things that were the most important for you to check off to make that decision? Was it competing for team championships, or a coach that should get you where you need to go individually, or the other girls on the team? What? And you want to share any of those?
Yeah, it was a little bit of all of those things combined. The coaches obviously were like a big part, and also the team. Just looking at like the team history kind of, and
Sure.
where they've been, and then who they have on the team now, and like kind of what potential they have for the future.
Right. Well, with the talent that Coach Miltenberg's brought in there for the first 2 years, and obviously the guys now are shooting for a national championship this year, but do you expect to be doing the same for the Stanford women in the next couple of years?
Yeah, I definitely hope so. That would be very exciting.
And I assume goals are to just do what all the other great runners have beyond, be an All-American, be all-conference champ, and all those things, I guess?
Yeah, I haven't thought too much about that yet, but yeah, hopefully.
All right. And what interested in school? What do you want to study?
I'm not really sure. I'm
Okay.
thinking about something in business, but I'm not really sure.
Sure, sure. Well, any any thoughts on Nike in a couple weeks? Are you going to take a couple days off? Are you still training full speed ahead to make it to Midwest and qualify for nationals again?
Yeah, I think I decided I want to just go with Foot Locker again.
I'm sorry, did I say Nike? I
yeah,
apologize.
that's fine. Yeah, so I kind of had a relaxed past 2 or 3 days, and
Okay.
I'm going to start up again and get ready for that.
Okay. Well, it's been a lot of fun to watch you compete over the last 4 years. I know you've got another, 4-6 months, I guess, left and at the high school level, and appreciate you being so open and taking the time to visit with me, and best of luck at Stanford. It'll be fun to watch. I think I think you've made a great choice. So what's the hardest part about going, last question just jumped into my head, what's going to be the hardest part of going out to Stanford? Is that being, not just losing, that so far away from family? Is that the thing you think will be the toughest?
Yeah, I think so, being so far away, and all my friends here at Eureka, they're all going to be gone, so
Sure.
It's going to be hard to kind of stay in touch, but hopefully we can make it work.
Sure. Oh, it's a lot easier
Yeah.
with all the social media
Yeah.
these days. So, well, thanks again, Hannah, and congrats, and keep up the good work, and we'll see you in Kenosha in a couple weeks.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Thanks.